Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Thank you for turning into 26 Sports. This is the recap of the big weekend of fights that we just had with Ryan Garcia. First episode of 2021. So thank you all for tuning in for this first episode. Hope you guys have a happy new year, a great week. And hope everything keeps going good the rest of the way. Hopefully this year recovers from what we had last year, man, because it was not the business. So let's get into it, man. It was a big weekend. First fight card of 2021, and it was with someone in Ryan Garcia who is a polarizing figure in boxing at the moment. He's a kid that many of the hardcore fans aren't really trying to follow or really like for his style. Pretty much, he's what they call a pretty boy. He's what they call fake, and more interested in the social media aspect of the sport. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I believe he does want to accomplish things in the sport. And yesterday, man, he definitely showed that he is not here to play around. He's legit. He's serious. He answered a lot of questions yesterday with his performance. I mean, it started out, of course, Twitter's always talking no matter what the fight is, whoever's fighting. Twitter always got something to say. Comes to Ryan Garcia. He comes out. He's getting carried with the throne and everything. When they start with he's too young. He hasn't accomplished anything. Don't do this. And I get it. But, many fighters go through it. It's something that they're going to do. It's something that they enjoy to do. And it's something that, again, it makes them a polarizing figure to some, because some people hate it. Some people love it. Some people don't care. And to some fans, as one of my friends on Twitter, I think it was Victor Salazar, posted, for somebody, you're going to watch because you believe he's probably going to get knocked out at some point. And you're going to tune in because you may see that. For his fans, you're probably going to see an entertaining fight, and he's probably going to stop the majority of the people he does fight because he carries a good punch at a young age and at the lower weight class. So it's going to be entertaining. He's going to bring it, and he's going to bring a big throng of fans because that's just the way he is, and the ladies love him, as you could see. But let's get into the fight, man. So round one, he came out a little bit more aggressive than I believe most people expected. He was doing good work, but you could see his hands were a little lower. The footwork was a little not where it should be in his defense, which seems to have always been his problem, was there again with the issue. So he came out aggressive, but he was getting barely tapped or missing, getting fully hit. And then we go into the second round. He's looking good, but he gets overconfident, as he said. He got hyped up. He got in the moment, and he gets dropped by a solid shot by Luke Campbell. Solid punch, put him down. And the way Garcia fell, most people thought that was it. But at that point, it's when you see, what is this kid made out of? Is he going to go down? Is he going to try to get up? Is he going to, just look around and say, oh, I'm done, fold under pressure? He didn't. He looked around, got his wits about him, didn't attack, didn't go crazy, and didn't panic, and responded. He came back, started taking the next few rounds, doing great work, and I believe it was at the end of the fifth or the sixth, he landed a shot on the temple of Campbell, wobbled him, hurt him, but the bell rang. And that's when you could really see it was starting to take effect, that he was starting to do work. And come round seven, man, perfectly placed, perfectly set up, and timed punch to the body. I mean, you could just see it. He looks up. He sees Campbell with the hands going up. Eyes of Garcia are focused on Campbell's face. So Campbell puts the hands up, leaves the body wide open, and Garcia just throws that perfect left hook, a la Canelo style, drops him over. As soon as Campbell's second knee hit the canvas, when he tried to get up, you knew it was done. It was one of those shots that, as my friend Marquise Johns likes to call them, the liver shivers. It was a hell of a shot, and it ended. And then, jubilation for Golden Boy, for Garcia, for everybody that roots for the kid. he did what he had to do. He answered some questions. Yes, he went down. Yes, he was knocked down. He got checked, but he responded like a true fighter does. He got up, wiped himself off, and got a knockout of a fighter who had never been stopped, who had given problems to Jorge Linares and Lomachenko. So props to Garcia, props to Campbell as well. You know, he came through. He battled he battled the COVID virus, and he still showed up and put up a solid performance. It just came up short today, but hey, you can't take that from him. He did a great job as well, putting himself in position to possibly win that fight. He was just caught with a solid punch, and it goes that way, as you know. So congratulations to Ryan Garcia. Hell of a performance. Answered a lot of questions, and puts himself in that very exciting 135-pound division now. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and of course there's going to be a few more coming up. And I'm sure in no time we're going to see Shakur Stevenson at that weight as well as possibly Mergat Berchelt. So it's a very loaded division, and as I just mentioned, those first 4 or 5 fighters, they're all under 26 or younger, so they got a lot of work, and I'm hoping we see the majority, if not all of them, face each other in the ring, because that'll be a great thing for boxing. I mean, those kids all have big followings. Teofimo right now is the number 1 fighter. Ryan probably has the most fan base, I would guess, because of his Instagram and social media success. Devin Haney might be the most talented boxer of the group. Gervonta Davis is one hell of a fighter. I mean, when he puts it together, he's got speed, he's got power, and he could do it all as well. So Shakur Stevenson, though, to me, if I'm going to be honest, I believe he's probably the best fighter of that entire generation. Personally, I know some people may not agree, but to me, Shakur Stevenson is the best fighter of that group. Possibly, 1A, 1B, whatever, but to me personally, Shakur Stevenson is that. But regardless, those are going to be some fights that will bring excitement, generate many views, generate social media followings because of the type of fighters that they are. So I hope we get to see it. I hope for boxing we see it, and hey, let's get it going, and let's give the fans what they want, and these fighters, I believe, this new generation of fighters are not going to be like others, and they're going to actually see each other in the ring, because I believe they want to prove that they are the best. So, again, it was a great card by Golden Boy. Shout out to Eric Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya, Roberto Diaz. They put on a great card. Besides the Garcia fight, both of the Alvarado twins, they were in some freaking barn burners, Felix Alvarado put on a great performance. He showed power at the 108-pound division. That shows, man, that there's boxing everywhere. Like I tell people, there's boxing all over the world, all over the weight classes. I know some people don't pay attention to the lower weights, but you should. Felix Alvarado put on a great performance, stopping his opponent, landing some massive shots. Got to give credit to his opponent as well, who stayed in, fought his heart out. Fight probably went on a little more than it should have, but you can't blame a fighter for trying to win a world title. Rene Alvarado, again, he had a great fight as well. Was knocked down twice, responded well, put himself in a position to possibly pull out the victory, even though being dropped twice. But Roger Gutierrez, man, he responded and got that 12th round knockdown and secured that victory and that world title. And rumor has it, could be a possibility of a third fight between them. But if not, in the meantime of the fights, we may see if Jojo Diaz is able to retain his belt next month, him and Roger Gutierrez in a unification, which would be big for Golden Boy and for Jojo, who's always wanted to keep fighting and put himself in positions of unifications and things of that nature. So that would be a good thing for both Golden Boy and Joseph Diaz. So hopefully that does happen if he pulls out his victory next month, February 13th. Personally, I love the card. Also, shout out to Franchon Cruz de Zern. Came back after almost a year off, pulled out a victory against an opponent who was massively overweight. It was pretty much a stay busy fight, as we all know, but she did what she had to do, and I'm proud of her. She did a good job. and fought, and did exactly what she had to do. Gotta say, you got to take what you can, and I'm excited to see her fight back more this year. Women's boxing as well is going to have a hell of a run this year as it did during the pandemic year, so I'm glad for that. Women deserve more shine in the sport. Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields, Amanda Serrano, all of them, and so many more deserve so much shine, and I hope they get it. And the way they're pushing it right now, they definitely will. What's up, Clay? Clay Stevenson, brother, how you doing? I'm good, man. Just had to make this quick video real quick to recap a couple things I wanted to go over as well. And this one's been sticking with me since the day of the fight, December 19th of Canelo Alvarez's victory. I know people don't like him. That's fine. I know the questions about the clenbuterol, everything and all that. I get it. But the people that question his resume, who he's fighting, the guys he's beaten, it's ridiculous, man. People are saying he's not a true champion. He's never been in a firefight. You know what? To be honest, that's also not his fault when we talk about firefights with Canelo. He's tried. James Kirkland just had no chin. We figured it wasn't going to go that long. Not his fault. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. pretty much showed up and was a human punching bag in their fight. The two Golovkin fights were really good fights. Cotto fight was a great performance. We all know we love the Mexican style of boxing. We love that all-out brawl fight to the end and just beat the hell out of each other. Some guys don't have to do that though. Canelo has the skill to be defensive, offensive when he needs to be with certain things, and his counter punching and his quickness and time, and times in the ring, how he times the fighters is impressive. People want to continue to hate on him for this and that. It's fine. Truth be told, right now he is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. They wanted him to fight a legit 168 pounder. He fought maybe the third or fourth best at that weight at that particular time. Of course, things are different. Some people say Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Callum Smith. Regardless, it was one of the three before Canelo got there, and he dominated him, beat him to pillar to post, to be honest. So respect to Canelo for that, and I believe he's going to fight more than likely 3, possibly 4 times this year, which if it does come off will be very, very good for him and for boxing because the superstars will stay active. Fighters I'm really excited to see more of this year just because I know they're going to grow is Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, obviously. I want to see Teofimo's next fight to see how he responds to his big victory over Lomachenko. I want to see Inoue again. I want to see Ruben Torres again. He's been fighting great, man, on the Thompson boxing cards. He's done a solid job, and he's put himself into a big position this year. Saul Sanchez, who called out Joshua Greer for a fight, which I would love to see. Jamel Herring, of course, friend of the show. Want to see him take on Carl Frampton. Can't wait. It's gonna be big fights. Of course, Fury and Joshua, if that is to come off this year. Biggest fight in heavyweight, maybe for like the last 15-20 years, give or take. So I'm really looking forward to it. Sebastian Fundora, I can't wait to see what he does. Diego Pacheco, so many fighters that I'm excited to see. Brian Lua out of Madera, California, big fan of his, want to see what he can do. And many other fighters. There's so many I want to see. We do need Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Hopefully it gets done this year. And so many things that we want to see, and let's see it happen. Hopefully we possibly get Jaime Munguia and Gennady Golovkin, which I believe would be a great test for Munguia. We'll finally see where he truly is at, and then we'll see where Golovkin's at, because he seems to have taken maybe a step or two back, but it would still make for a great and entertaining fight. So, yes, I cannot forget about Beck, who takes on Sergey Kovalev next at the end of the month, January 30th on DAZN, and Luis Angel Feliciano as well. Very high on the kid from Golden Boy. I believe he has a great future, so I can't wait to see him in the ring again. I believe he had a year where he wasn't able to get into the ring for one reason or another, but I'm excited to see him this year. So many fighters, man. I'm telling you, it's a great run of fighters. So many from Top Rank, Golden Boy. The way they match their prospects, I love. The way Top Rank brings their fighters up, I love. PBC has a great way of doing it as well. They do it in their own way, but when their fighter is actually able to compete, you see it. So big fan. Matchroom Boxing, as I said. Pacheco, I want to see my guy Charles Conwell. I believe this is the year he gets either that number one contender shot or a title shot. Otha Jones, Haven Brady, strong kid in the amateurs, and hopefully as well for the amateur teams, the Olympic teams were able to finally get that this year. As I know, Shea Jones will be getting a gold medal for Team USA. Shout out to Soul City Boxing, everybody over there. Rashawn Jones, what's up, bro? I believe they'll be able to have a big year. Raul Curel, who fought yesterday as well, solid performance, man, for him. Man, I'm just there's so many names, so many fighters that I like, but we'll see them come up throughout the year. I'll mention more and more. May do another prospect list like I did a few years back. But there's just, again, so many fighters I want to see, so many fights I want to see, and you know it's a good year for boxing, I believe. So hopefully we get to see more of that. But again, shout out to Ryan Garcia. Answered a lot of questions. He may have brought up some other questions that people are just going to use. It is what it is, man. Congratulations, kid. You did an amazing job. Keep moving forward, and I hope to see you soon in the ring again. To everybody in my boxing chats that we have on Friday, man, salute to you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Love speaking with you guys on Friday. And everybody else, man. Gonna get a little personal for you guys real quick just before I head out of here, man. I know we had a tough year last year, 2020. So this year, man, let's do everything we can to push through whatever challenges or anything that can arise in us, you know. So any negativity, man, push it to the side and keep grinding, keep going forward. No matter what we see or what we deal with, just fight through it, push forward, and let's go. Let's make this year as great as we possibly can. We suffered so much this last year. We lost so many people, friends, family, you know, to those celebrities that also people look up to that we lost. Kobe Bryant, as you see, I'm a big Kobe fan. Mamba mentality right here. Him and Gigi, rest in peace forever. Chadwick Boseman, you know, so many people that we lost. It took a toll on people throughout the year. Definitely the virus definitely did some damage to us, and it's left this country fractured to an extent. So this year, man, do everything in your power to just be positive and fight through any adversity, any negativity, anything that can try to stop your happiness, man. Just fight through it. Hug every family member you got. Hug your friends when you can. You know, I know this virus is making that kind of hard right now, but tell the people that you love them. Tell the family, the friends, everybody, man. You know, keep the real ones close to you, and the negative ones and the ones that don't deserve a spot at your table or next to you, tell them to get on. Think positive, be strong, fight for everything you can, and keep going forward, because we got one life and we got to make the most of it. If we're still here, we still wake up in the morning with breath in our lungs. Make the most of those 24 hours, people. Let's do it. So, yes, again, sorry I had to get a little personal with you guys, but I gotta push through for my people, and let's make it, man. Let's make this year great. Again, it should be a great year for boxing. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to have many discussions with the fight fans all over the world. And to everybody else, man, I hope you guys have a great new year. Have a great first full week of this year. And, you know, see you guys at the fights, talk about the fights, and enjoy them. And much love. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. 26 Sports, first episode of the year. We'll have many episodes coming this month. Ricardo Celis, Franchon Cruz de Zern, my guy Carlos Toro will be on as well. So again, thank you guys for tuning in real quick for this quick episode. We'll speak with all you guys soon. Clay, shout out, man. I'll speak with you, I'm pretty sure, throughout the weeks and months and year, brother. So Have a good rest of your evening, man, and